Nothing in this world will last. I realize now how short life is and what really matters. When something like this happens in life, it becomes very clear what's important. On October 2nd, 2016, I lost my wife, Jenna, to cancer. What does life look like now that I've lost the person that meant the most to me? What do I do when life isn't at all what I planned? Is life about a 40, 50 an hour a week? Is it about myself? Is it about getting everything that I want? Is it about Jenna and I's future? Like what we had planned, do I still continue that? And so I had this internal struggle of, what do I do now? I really don't know if I can lead Young Life anymore. And that was a hard thing to say because it's the one thing that Jenna and I had thought what we were gonna do together forever. What I could do is help coach basketball, help coach freshman basketball. I reluctantly said yes. I needed something that would get me out of the house, that would give me a routine, that would be just something mundane that I knew I could do just to keep life going. There was this kid on the team, there was something about him. God really had pushed me towards him. He was looking for more. I felt like God was telling me to be consistent in his life. And he was the one kid that I told myself, I'm gonna try to get him to go to camp. I'm gonna do everything I can to get him to go to camp. Somehow it was easy because he was just like, yeah, sure, why not? I had created this story in my head of like, he's gonna go to camp, he's gonna have an incredible week, which he did, and then he's gonna hear about who the God of the universe is and that Jesus came to die for him. And all these, all the things that we tell ourselves, that he's gonna realize that what he's been looking for in life hasn't been fulfilling and that Jesus is ultimately the person who's going to do that. And so I built this story up in my head of we're going to go to camp, he's going to find out who Jesus is, and he's going to come home and life is going to be great and everything's going to be different. And so we go to camp and we had hard conversations there. What does it mean if this is true? At the end of the week, ultimately he didn't make that decision to follow Jesus. It broke my heart. It broke my heart to the point where I really came to realize what anguish felt like again. My heart wanting someone to know Jesus so badly. What I love about Young Life is that there's more to the relationship past a kid's response to who Jesus is. If he says yes, that's incredible and we celebrate. But if he says no, what I love about this ministry is that we don't stop loving that kid. My heart, knowing and seeing that my heart was in anguish for this one kid, made me realize that this is something that I need to be doing. And then there was the car accident with Sam. We got a text that one of our friends in high school had been in a serious car accident and had been airlifted to Cincinnati with severe head trauma. I had just left Children's. I had just gone through all this months earlier. I didn't know how to respond, but I knew I had to do something. I had all the time in the world. One thing that I learned with Jenna through her cancer was how to love and serve someone in need. I knew that I could do that with Sam and his family. We really didn't know what the outcome was going to be, whether he'd fully recover or not. But along the way, I got to be by his side as he learned how to eat again, as he learned how to walk again, as he learned how to talk again. For the next month or two, I would just go up there as often as I could to sit at his bedside and whatever they needed. And I don't know that I really gave much other than my presence, but that's what Young Life is. It's showing up day after day. No matter what's going on in the lives of kids, whether it's good or bad, it's just being there and being present, being consistent in their lives and loving them in the situations they find themselves in. It's what we do. That's a privilege that we have as a Young Life leader. And I'm excited about how I, as a Young Life leader, get to share hardship and suffering and what it looks like to walk through life that isn't perfect, yet still be excited about it and still have this joy for the Lord. There is a God that loves them, a God that will walk with them through pain and suffering, that will celebrate joys and will weep with them. But our story doesn't end here. And that's what's so great about being a leader, is that we get to live life with these kids and share our lives with these kids.
In America, every 12 seconds someone does what Holiday Inn. Yes. That is correct.
So what I've learned through all of this is that what matters, what lasts, are relationships. Relationships with each other, and more importantly, our relationship with Jesus.